Hello everybody, Stefan O'Shaughnessy here, welcoming you back to our professional development class. I do have a couple more things I want to share with you. One I'm going to share right now in the video that I feel could be of interest to you guys in this class. During our mobile course, we've been really talking about how we can use mobile devices in our classrooms, and there's been a lot of talk about apps. So I wanted to talk about apps. There are bazillions of apps on the app stores, and I know you guys are looking through them and trying to find the best ones. But there is another option that I thought I'd throw out there for you. If you're interested, there is when Google created their Android system, they wanted to create a level playing field for all people. So they created a kind of a developer software, and they called it Appinventor. It's called Google Appinventor. Google Appinventor. And I found this a couple years ago and found that it was amazing. Basically, it was an online software that allows you to create your own app. Again, it's called Google Appinventor. It's no longer hosted by Google. Google has since given it to MIT, and MIT now hosts Appinventor to continue furthering education. The biggest users of Appinventor are actually educators, and this might be something that you're interested in. If you've ever wondered, if you've ever looked through the App Store and you can't quite find the exact thing you want, maybe there's something specific, some specific app you'd love to have, and it's not there, well, maybe you could create it. Appinventor is completely free. There is no cost to you to create an app, which is pretty cool. It's free. It requires no programming. You don't have to have any programming skills. So the biggest problem for most teachers is we don't know how to program. We've never been trained, and programming is tough. Well, this Google Appinventor makes things so you don't have to program. You can kind of just tell it what to do, and it's a visual kind of programming. There's still a learning curve. There is still some time that you have to put in, but it's pretty sweet if you want to create your own app. And for the most part, it's quick. In fact, you can do, they have hundreds of tutorials that you can go through. But really, you can have your first app made in about 10 minutes. You can log on to Appinventor, and if you give them 10-15 minutes, you can get through that first tutorial. You'll actually have an app, and you can publish the app right on the market. You can call your friends and be like, hey, we have an app! It's sweet! Of course, making better apps will take more time and stuff like that. I personally have been using Appinventor for, like I said, about 3 years now, and I've created over 20 apps, some of which were so popular I was able to sell. Not that I'm trying to get you to sell stuff, but if you do have a product that's in high demand, it might be something that we need you to make. We need you to make it so that all other teachers have it. So that's Google Appinventor. I wanted to propose it to you. You might want to check it out. Let me show you kind of what it looks like here on the screen. So I went ahead and just Googled Google MIT Appinventor. Again, this is the website. You'll come over here and push the create button. You do have to have a Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail account, you'll want to create a Gmail account first. If you're an IDLA teacher, you already have a Gmail account, and you can just log in as your IDLA email if you want. Push the create button, and it will basically send you to the screen for you to start making apps. You'll see, hey, welcome, and I'm going to say, that's great. I don't really want to set up and connect. Oh, no. Let me push the continue button down here. There we go. And you'll see this is the interface. Again, this is a cloud-based software, meaning that you don't have to download anything. And it's all cloud-based. So if you make it on one computer, you can go to your other computer and pick up where you left off. These are all the tools that you can add onto your phone screen. You'll see here that this is your phone screen, and so you basically build it how you want it. If you want a button, you can pick and drag a button. Over here, you can make the font size bigger. You can change the size of that button, the color of the button, the width of the button. You can include images. If you upload a picture, you can then put the picture in here and tell them what picture you want. You can create all kinds of stuff. If you want a slider, you can include a slider. If you want to include a text box for your title, say, hey, this is my app. This is my app. Then it'll type it in there. it's pretty sweet. There's lots of tools that you can have. You can have it go to certain websites if you wanted to open up a website. You can have it. You can do organization tools. You can have it push a button so that the camera will initiate. You can have you can do sound recording, the speech to text. You can have it do some drawing if you want the students to draw stuff. You can have it send texts or emails or all kinds of stuff. You can see the options here. Again, I'm not going to go heavy duty into this because I just wanted to share with you that you can make your own app. These apps that you make here can be published right on the Google App Store. And so it's something interesting. Like I said, I've created apps that I've sold. I create apps that I use personally in my own classroom, and then I use apps that I've created just for fun. And so this is something, if that interests you, if you're looking for something specific, that gives you an option to make it. There are just a couple cons. I might as well talk about them just because people are going to say, hey, what's the catch here? There are a couple cons. This only works with Google phones. So it only works with Google's Android. You can't make an iPhone app with this tool. It only works on Google phones. So if you're a hardcore iOS Apple person, this is not going to be something for you. You would need an Android phone. So if you create it, just know that it's only going to be for Android people. Apple does not have a simple emulator like this. In fact, Apple would charge you to have all your apps evaluated. Whereas Google doesn't. You could actually post your app if you wanted to. There's a one-time $25 fee. The apps are not reviewed. You could post anything you want, which is pretty cool. The other con is it is quick, but to make a good app, it does require time. And so you would have to spend some time in the tutorials learning how to do all the cool things. And the forums. The forums are really great. If you ever need to know how to do something, you can just ask somebody in the forum, and they can help you out. Are there any other cons? I don't really think so. I've really enjoyed it, and it's something that if you are interested in, I just wanted to share that with you. Like I said, 3 years ago, I was just like, man, what can I do? I want to do something else here. And so I started creating some apps using the Appinventor. I knew no programming, really, and I was able to figure it out, and I've got some successful products. I've got some horrible products, too. But, you know, you're going to make a couple horrible apps, and eventually you might have something really good that you can use in classroom and maybe share with other teachers or even sell if you wanted to. So that's it. Google Appinventor. Thanks for watching. Keep working hard, and I look forward to seeing your guys' final projects this next week. Goodbye.